In this video, we will see orthogonal property of Bessel's function. Okay, so if alpha and beta are two distinct roots of Jn of x equal to 0, then integration from 0 to 1 x into Jn of alpha x into Jn of beta x into dx equal to 0 if alpha not equal to beta, and if alpha is equal to beta, then the answer of the integral is half of Jn dash of alpha whole square plus half of Jn plus 1 of alpha whole square. Okay, and to prove this, we need to consider alpha and beta are two distinct roots of Jn of x equal to 0. So if alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, then it will satisfy the equation. Meaning is Jn of alpha is equal to 0 and Jn of beta is equal to 0. Okay, by using this we need to prove these two results. Okay, and if you have observed in the LHS we have Jn of alpha x and Jn of beta x. Okay, and in Bessel's differential equation the solution is Jn of x. Okay, so solution for Bessel's differential equation is Jn of x. So we need to consider equation reducible to Bessel's differential equation, that is x square y double dash plus x into y dash plus lambda square x square minus n square of y equal to 0. And the solution, we already know that the solution for this differential equation is Jn of lambda x. Okay, so as we need Jn of alpha x, Jn of beta x, we need to consider this one, second line. Okay, we need to observe second line. So in the expression, I mean in the derivation, we'll call Jn of alpha x as u, Jn of beta x as v. Okay, and by using the previous line, if y is the solution of x square y double dash plus x into y dash plus of lambda square x square minus n square of y equal to 0, then if we consider u, this Jn of alpha x is similar to Jn of lambda x. Okay, we are calling this Jn of alpha x as u. And if we compare this one with the previous line, the associated differential equation will be x square u double dash plus x into u dash plus alpha square x square minus n square of u is equal to 0. Okay. In the same way, if we consider Jn of beta x like Jn of lambda x, in the place of lambda we have beta. Okay, so if we consider this Jn of beta x, that is v, in the place of this, then the associated differential equation will be x square v double dash plus x into v dash plus beta square x square minus n square of v equal to 0. Okay, so by considering Jn of alpha x as u, Jn of beta x as v, the associated differential equations you have written, and calling those two as 1 and 2 respectively. Okay, and now to prove the result, we are multiplying first equation by v by x, second equation by u by x. So we will get equation 3 and 4. Okay, and we need to consider subtraction of 3 and 4. Okay, so if we consider 3 minus 4, we will get x of v u double dash minus u v dash plus v u dash minus u into v dash plus x u v common alpha square minus beta square is equal to, these two terms cancels, is equal to 0. So after taking the subtraction we will get this result. Okay, and we are obtaining the property, this one, in the derivation. Okay, so to obtain, and already we have called this as u and this as v. So in the left side we have x u v. Okay, and to obtain this only we are doing the simplification. Okay, and here we got x u v also. Okay, and now shifting this alpha square minus b square, the second third term, to the RHS. So it will be beta square minus alpha square of x into u into v. And if you observe the first and second term, it is nothing but the product rule. Okay, so that you are writing as u into differentiation of v plus v into differentiation of u. You are writing as d by dx of u into v. Okay. So after this, you are observing x into uv we have obtained, and one more thing to be taken is integration from 0 to 1. So we are applying integration on both the sides with respect to x, taking the limits from 0 to 1. So if we apply the integration, here differential operator cancels with integration and you will get only the function, and apply the limit from 0 to 1. And in the RHS, beta square minus alpha square as it is, integration from 0 to 1 x into uv into dx will be there. Okay. And now apply the limit, upper limit and lower limit in the left hand side. So when you put x is equal to 1, here it is 1, and in this term also x will be there, that is not visible, but you are substituting x is equal to 1, that you are writing as the term v u dash minus u v dash at x is equal to 1 minus the lower limit putting x is equal to 0. 0 into other factor will be 0. So left hand side is finished now. Now coming to RHS, beta square minus alpha square as it is, and 0 to 1 x into uv into dx as it is. And now write this expression in the required form. Okay, so left hand side it is integration 0 to 1 x into u into v into dx. Okay, now writing this in the form integration x into uv dx is equal to cross multiplication 1 divided by beta square minus alpha square of u dash into v minus u into v dash at x is equal to 1. After writing the expression in the required form, now you substitute what is u, v, u dash and v dash. Okay, so if u is equal to jn of alpha x, then u dash will be alpha into jn dash of alpha x. In the same way, v dash will be beta into jn dash of beta x. Now you substitute u, v, u dash, v dash in the previous line with the x is equal to 1. Okay, when you put x is equal to 1 in the RHS, okay, it will be 1 divided by beta square minus alpha square as it is, alpha into jn dash of alpha x is equal to 1. Okay, so you have substituted jn of beta x is there, so put x is equal to 1. So in the second term also you are substituting x is equal to 1. So you will get equation 5. Okay, and in equation 5 you need to use jn of alpha is equal to 0 and jn of beta is equal to 0, which is given in the property. If alpha and beta are the distinct roots of jn of x equal to 0, jn of alpha will be equal to 0, jn of beta will be equal to 0. Okay, so by using this condition in equation 5, you will get in the first term jn of beta 0, in the second term jn of alpha 0. So this full term will be 0 numerator. Okay, and denominator is beta square minus alpha square. Okay, to get the answer of this integral as 0, you must have denominator not equal to 0. Okay, already numerator is 0, so if we get denominator also 0, then it will be indeterminate form. So we must write the condition to get the answer of the integral as 0. We must have denominator beta square minus alpha square not equal to 0, meaning is beta square not equal to alpha square, nothing but alpha not equal to beta. Okay, so when we have alpha not equal to beta, then we can write the answer of the integral as 0. Okay, and that is the first result which is there in the property. Okay, that we have proved. Now moving to second answer of the property. So if alpha is equal to beta in the denominator of 5, it will be alpha is equal to beta means denominator will be 0. So already we have numerator equal to 0. When we take alpha is equal to beta, denominator also will be equal to 0 and the form will be 0 by 0. That is indeterminate form. So if we have indeterminate form, we need to use L'Hopital's rule, okay, which is the used for finding out the answer of indeterminate forms. And here we need to keep alpha fixed, and then we need to take the limits on both the sides as beta tends to alpha. Okay, so in equation 5 we'll take limit beta tends to alpha, integration from 0 to 1 x into jn of alpha x into jn of beta x into dx is equal to limit beta tends to alpha, the RHS of equation 5 you have written. Okay, and again here you are taking alpha is fixed. Okay, so when you fix alpha, and already alpha is a root of jn of x equal to 0, that is jn of alpha is equal to 0. So when you use jn of alpha is equal to 0 in the RHS, you will get RHS of the previous line as limit beta tends to alpha 1 divided by beta square minus alpha square of alpha into jn dash of alpha into jn of beta, because you are writing jn of alpha is equal to 0. So this second term will be 0. So only first term you are writing now. And now when you apply the limit beta tends to alpha, denominator will be 0 and numerator will be 0. So after simplification of the expression, after getting 0 by 0 form, you are applying L'Hopital's rule. Okay, and in L'Hopital's rule you are taking the differentiation of numerator and denominator separately. Okay, and writing the answer here, and differentiation will be with respect to beta. Okay, and now in the denominator beta square minus alpha square is there. When you differentiate this expression with respect to beta, it will be 2 beta. Alpha is a constant, so differentiation will be 0. Okay, alpha fixed. And now coming to numerator, alpha as it is, jn dash of alpha as it is, and differentiation of jn of beta will be jn dash of beta. And when you apply limit beta tends to alpha, when you put beta is equal to alpha, you will get alpha jn dash of alpha into jn dash of alpha divided by 2 alpha. Okay, and on simplification you will get LHS equal to, this LHS equal to half of jn dash of alpha whole square. Okay, and this is there in the second result. So we got limit beta tends to alpha, integration from 0 to 1 x into jn of alpha x into jn of beta x into dx equal to half of jn dash of alpha whole square. Okay, and now when you apply limit as beta tends to alpha in the left hand side, it will be integration 0 to 1 x into jn of alpha x and beta tends to alpha, so beta to be written as alpha here, so jn of alpha x, jn of alpha x into jn of alpha x, jn square of alpha x. Okay, so you are calling that as equation 6. And now one more result also is there to prove. In the second, in the property, second answer was there. We need to prove this jn dash of alpha as jn plus 1. Okay, and for that you need to write one recurrence relation. Okay, so that recurrence relation is jn dash of x equal to n by x into jn of x minus jn plus 1 of x. Okay, by using this recurrence relation, we are simplifying this jn dash of alpha. So in the place of x, if you write alpha, it will be jn dash of alpha is equal to n by alpha into jn of alpha minus jn plus 1 of alpha. And we already know jn of alpha is equal to 0, so this part will be 0. First term is 0, so we will get jn dash of alpha is equal to minus jn plus 1 of alpha. Okay, and this you are substituting in equation 6. So you will get left hand side is integration 0 to 1 x into jn square of alpha x into dx is equal to half into jn dash of alpha whole square, and this jn dash of alpha just now you have proved as minus jn plus 1 of alpha, that you will substitute taking whole square, it will give you half of jn plus 1 of alpha whole square. Okay, so writing the required line, and that is second result of the property. Integration from 0 to 1 x into jn of alpha x, jn of beta x into dx is equal to half of jn dash of alpha whole square, which is equal to half of jn plus 1 of alpha whole square when alpha is equal to beta. And this is the property of Bessel function, orthogonal property of Bessel function.